Yep, that little crack, only 3 foot long and not very deep, probably yielded the best thing for me all day. That's the way it goes, eh? Well, we got logs across the track. There's the track. Got to get in the track up here, so I wish they had a chainsaw. I haven't. I only got a handsaw, so I'll see how I go. Yeah, g'day. Out at the creek again today. I haven't been out here for a long while, but I got through the branches and the trees. I cut a few branches off and was able to just sort of creep around it, but it looks like nobody else has been able to get in here since that's been down. It seems, it's a bit strange. It just seems almost deliberate that someone's pulled the trees over across the track so that no one can get in. I don't know, maybe a coincidence. But I noticed at one of the mine sites up there, last time I come out, there was a tree across there as well, so you couldn't get into the old mine site. So whether somebody's doing this as a deliberate act to stop people getting in here, I don't know. But these trees do fall down, that's for sure. They're all dead looking, they're all over the place here, and they do fall down. That's why you've got to be careful when the wind comes up here. But anyway, I noticed down there that I got an idea. It's the old mate Brian with the high banker. And I've been out here for over 2 months. And he parks down there because he hadn't got a 4-wheel drive. And I reckon it's him, so he's probably sleeping down there, probably camped here last night. And who knows how long he's been here, but I can tell that he's been bashing the hell out of the spot we were here last time. Oh well, good on him. Hope he left something for me. So anyway, going to give it a hit, because it's been a while. And still early. Sun's just sort of coming up, about 6ish, maybe 6:15 in the morning. So, but it's going to be a nice day, a hot day. One of the hottest days so far. So, but it's pretty nippy out here this morning. But anyway, without further ado, I'll just get changed and we'll get into it. Okay? I'll let you know what happens as I go along. Yeah, I know one thing, I've got a splitting headache today and I don't know why. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces there. Yeah. Only two and a few little tiny bits. Yep. Not much, bit scarce. Yeah, it's a bit scarce at the moment. Took me a while to get down to the bottom, and I'm getting a bit of clay, so that's why those couple of pieces were just there. But I thought my old mate Brian, I think it is him down there. He hasn't come up, but I'm pretty sure it's his car from the last time I remember his car. And he's kept down there to himself this time. He's like 100 yards away from me, but he hasn't come up. But I reckon he's been out here. I've been away from here for about 2 months, and I reckon he's been out here every day for the last 2 months. Because he's absolutely hammered the crap out of this place here. Absolutely annihilated where I was working before, and everywhere around it, and every crevice and hole, it's just been annihilated, and I reckon it's been in. He's an old retired guy, but he must have a hell of a lot of energy. Bloody hell. To do what has been done here since the last time I come out, it's just incredible, the stuff he's moved. And I'd say it was him. So I might find that there isn't a lot here today. So, but anyway, I'll enjoy myself, that's the main thing. Alright, better get back at it. Not bad looking clay, that. Looks okay. Bit of an odd colour, but hopefully there's something in it. Yeah, just one piece. That's all. One little bit there. Might be a little speck up the top here. But that was all there was. One piece. Not real good. Oh, that damned headache of mine. Now it's turned into a piercing headache. I don't know why. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Oh, that was better. Yeah, see, we can do obscene things on our videos when we don't have young Patreons to worry about. Right, I'm having a little rest. I don't know if you're interested in stories, but I can tell you a story. One of the stories, there's many stories from the goldfields here, but this story I thought was interesting. There was 3 German guys come out here in the late 1800s, and they were mining together, but they were doing no good. So they decided that one of them would stay and the other two would go and get jobs, but they'd all be still partners in the mine. Anyway, the one guy left behind wasn't doing any good, and then all of a sudden he struck it for an 80-ounce nugget. 80-ounce nugget. Anyway, this place had many pubs back in those days, all old cabin pubs. They're everywhere around here. Not anymore, but... And I suppose he got drinking and talking too much, blabbed it out, so it got back to the other guys. So they took him to court. Anyway, the judge said, if you turn up with the nugget, it'll be okay. But the guy wouldn't do it, so that's classified as contempt of court. So he's sentenced to 2 years in jail. Anyway, he's in jail, but he'd changed his mind. So they let him out, and with one of the constables, he went back to the campsite, reckoned he'd retrieve the nugget and bring it back. Anyway, when he went back there, claims it was gone or he couldn't find it. So, he goes back to court with no nugget, and he had to spend the next 2 years in jail, because that's how the contempt of court worked. It was out of the judge's hands. It's not a contempt of the judge, it's a contempt of the Crown's court. So he gets 2 years in jail for contempt of court, and the judge can't rescind that. So it stands. He didn't turn up with the nugget, so he ended up spending 2 years in jail. Now, whether he just went and hid it somewhere and thought, well, maybe I think I can handle the 2 years in jail, I can go back, I know where it is, and blah, blah, blah. Or truly he didn't find it and lost it, or whether someone that he blabbed to in the pub went and stole it, who knows. But anyway, he had to spend the 2 years in jail, and that set a precedent then for changing the contempt of court laws in Australia. So I'm not a lawyer, I don't know what the outcome was and what they changed, but apparently the laws was changed because of that case that happened here in the goldfields. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and there's lots of stories here, bush ranger stories, and how they had racetracks set up, and particular Captain Thunderbolt used to turn up, and even though the constables were there, nobody would dob him in. They knew he was there, but no one would squeal on him. So, yeah, there's lots of stories here, stories of money boxes that were buried and all sorts of, the old goldfields treasure stories, like, they've all got them. But anyway, I hope you liked that one. That little crack, only 3 foot long and not very deep, probably yielded the best thing for me all day. That's the way it goes, eh? There's a few nice little pieces I just sniped there out of that little crack. Look at that. That's probably the best I've done all day. They're good sized little pieces. Yeah, a little wiry one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. Yeah, very good. I wish there was a few more crevices like that floating around. Yeah. Yeah, I just went for that one on the chance. I thought, oh, everything's been cleaned around it, but you know, a lot of people, they suck them out with the iv'e pumps and stuff, but unless you actually, that one had little fine rocks jammed in the bottom of it, so I scraped them out, pulled it all down to one end, and that's what it had. You know, can't complain about that. I wish I could find a few more. I'll have a little bit of a look around, but no, nice pieces. Biggest pieces I've got all day, actually. So yeah, that was a good score. And I checked the picture there when I was sucking them up, and I didn't even have it on. I didn't even have it in the right spot. I'm certainly no Tassie boys prospecting, I can tell you. Anyway, I'll keep at it. Yeah, well, that's it for me. Another day. It's about 2:15 or something, 2:30. So I've had enough, back's aching, and done a lot of digging, but still never got really down to the bottom. And that's where you got to be, on the top of that bedrock. But yeah, I think a little crevice saved the day for me, because I wasn't doing real good. I don't think there's a whole lot in there, but it's just all in the bucket, and I'll deal with it when I get home and let you know. I don't know if it's even going to move the scale, really. We'll see. Might be more than I thought, but it's only small stuff, real small stuff, apart from what I got out of the crevice. So anyway, I'd just like to say thanks for coming along for the ride, if you're there. Thanks to all my subscribers as well. And I'd just like to give a shout out to a good channel if you're interested in mining. This guy knows it all, a guy called Keith Bowen from Hard Rock University. And I watch him, and I tell you, I've learned a lot of stuff, and I've researched a lot of stuff because of what he's doing. If you're into mining, or you're into you know, prospecting, at the moment he's working with a guy on a mine to see what they can get out of it. I think it's all refractory ore. It's not visible ore, but there's gold in it. So yeah, it's a good channel, and if you want to go over there and have a look at him, I'd advise you to do so. So anyway, again, thanks for coming along for the ride, and you know the score, thumbs up or thumbs down please. I don't care either way. But again, I haven't been out here for a long time, and the place I was here the last time's been absolutely smashed. And I think that was old mate Brian down there. He didn't bother coming up, because he probably knows he smashed the hell out of the spot, and he knew who it was. He would have known who it was. I'm pretty sure it was his flatbed tray back thing, and it looked like him. I could see him just standing up on the back of it, and it looked like the same guy. So yeah, I think he's been back here absolutely annihilating in that area that I was in. And as I said, there wasn't much left there that you could work. It was just rock everywhere, piled up and all sorts of stuff. You know, real mess. But anyway, I had a good day and haven't been out here for a while. I always enjoyed it, and I got a few projects coming up around home with some furnaces and stuff, so I might do a bit of a video on that in the future. Okay, so thanks again, and I'll catch you hopefully on the next vid. Cheers, bye.